James Gunn finally has stepped into the DC universe with his brand new movie, Superman. How does it fare compared to all the other Superman movies that have come out in the past? Is this going to revitalize the DC universe? Let's talk about it and let's dive in. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Movie Dive. Today we're diving into the new James Gunn film and DC film, Superman. Before we do, please do not forget to subscribe to the Movie Dive. Also, click that little bell button, get some notifications from the channel. Try to get this little channel to 1,000 subscribers here in 2025. If I do, I'll be giving away a free $150 gift card to a random subscriber of my choice. And if you comment down below, you have a higher chance of winning. So honestly, Superman is a character I've never been the biggest fan of. Of course, it's just not someone I've hated or someone I've gone out of my way to dislike, but none of the movies have really done it for me. Man of Steel is the last official Superman movie that came out. What was that, in 2013 or so? Now, I thought that movie was, yes, pretty good. However, I still just don't fully connect with it or have that much of a good time with it. I thought it was beautifully shot. Although Zack Snyder is one of my least favorite directors out there, I thought that was the best movie he's done, but a lot of that was pulled by the acting and the cinematography in the film. So for many years, people just wanted Henry Cavill to come back as Superman. Everyone thought he was the perfect choice to play that character. So they decided to hire James Gunn, the head of DC, and he just scrapped everything and said, you know what, I'm doing my own thing, and Superman's going to be my first movie. So there's a lot of pressure on the back of this film for James Gunn, because if this movie's not good, and if Superman fails, then who knows if anyone's going to really trust him or see anything else he decides to do in the future. And after seeing a little bit of the trailers going into this movie, I had my expectations really low. Not because I didn't think it was going to be a good movie, but more just because I know that I don't get really attached to the Superman character. So now I will go ahead and say, after seeing this movie, man, was I pleasantly surprised. And this is absolutely the biggest surprise of the year for me so far. I think James Gunn delivered such an unbelievably fun movie here in Superman. Walking out of this was thinking, this is the best Superman I think they could have possibly delivered. One thing I love about the Superman film is it is not an origin story. They tell you a little bit of the backstory, and right away you hit the ground running with this film. Also, James Gunn understood the assignment. This movie runtime is about 155 minutes, and after credits, it's a little bit over 2 hours. So this movie is very fast paced. James Gunn knows he doesn't have to build up what kind of character this is. Everyone knows who Superman is. What James Gunn has done so well in the past is get a cast and crew together that really vibes with each other and has great chemistry on screen. People can say so much about how Henry Cavill was a great Superman. I'm telling you right now, David Corenswet is that guy. This guy was perfect as Superman, in my opinion. Within the first few minutes of this movie, he seems vulnerable. He seems like someone that bad things can actually happen to. He's a character that actually grows and learns as the movie goes on. I personally absolutely love this movie and had so much fun with it. I'm very interested in how diehard Superman fans feel about the film. It is very comic booky. It's very different than any other Superman movie I've ever seen. There is actually a lot of humor in this movie, and for once, I will say that is not a bad thing. As in recent years, so many comic book movies, and especially Marvel, have been throwing in humor in situations that don't make sense at all, and the joke just does not land because it's just obvious that the character is just trying to throw something out to make the crowd laugh. In this movie, the comedy all works. And whenever there's something serious or scary going on, they don't just throw in a stupid joke to ruin the moment. Aside from this being a comic booky fun movie, there is a lot of darkness that goes on in this film. I was very unsure about Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, but the way he plays this character, it makes complete sense. And man, you just want to punch this guy in the face the whole entire movie. He plays a younger, just kind of salesy douchebag, I would say, as a Lex Luthor, and it works very well. And also, there's a certain moments where he's alone with Superman where he really shows what kind of scumbag he is. By the end of this film, you really want to see Superman drag this guy's face across several buildings. All the rest of the cast really works in this movie. Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane, I believe that's how you say her name. Her and David Corenswet have great chemistry on screen, and whenever they're not on screen together, she actually has a lot to do, and she does very well with that as well. James Gunn is one of the directors that likes to bring a lot of actors from previous films into his current films. I thought Nathan Fillion as Green Lantern was going to be such an odd choice, but his comedy actually really works in this movie. I think it works more in this film than it did in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. There is actually some fun cameos in this film that were unexpected as well. As far as negatives go for the movie, I mean, again, the movie is set up so well to just be something you can actually sit down and have fun with. I'm gonna go ahead and reference Captain America Brave New World, where the cast was trying to tell you, no, this is a movie, just sit down and turn your brain off. But it's hard to turn your brain off because there's so many dumb things going on screen. This movie just has you having so much fun because it does not insult the audience's intelligence. There's certain moments and storylines in the movie I would change for sure, yeah, but there was so much good going around it that did not affect me that much in the movie. Now, I am interested in seeing what James Gunn does in the future of DC. I don't think you can make every single movie in the style of this Superman movie was. Since again, I said it looked so much like a comic book. It had so much moments of comedy, and it's just, this movie was, I think, the most James Gunn-y movie we have gotten, and that is not a bad thing. He's very good at this kind of craft. I'm interested in seeing what other diehard Superman fans feel about it because it is a very very tonally different film than the previous Superman films. If Man of Steel is your Superman, you might dislike this film. So in the end, this is definitely my favorite Superman iteration we have gotten. I'm going to go ahead and give it an 80 out of 100. I'm very interested in what other people think. Have you guys seen it? Please let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the Movie Dive, and we will see you next time.